What's good, YouTube? It's your boy P Money. So I got another current events, you know what I mean, that I'll cover a wide variety of topics. But first, Bill Cosby, you know what I'm saying, getting released from prison from his clear sabotage of him going to jail. Just looking at some of the information that was out there of the claims of the alleged victims that were going against him didn't even like match what they were trying to put him in jail for. You know what I'm saying? One of the ladies has been proven to be a liar, and then I'm sure all the others as well. The court's credibility right now in that case looks horrible and can be used as a very good blueprint if any other prominent black figure, male or female, comes across a similar situation, you know what I mean? So I'm definitely happy for Bill Cosby. I never thought that he was guilty of any of the bullshit that they were trying to say that he was guilty of, you know what I'm saying? So shouts out to Bill Cosby. Glad that he's out. Glad that he's gonna be able to be with his family, you know what I'm saying? Just crazy with the COVID and all that stuff. I know that affected his family, so I'm definitely happy that he's out and he'll be able to spend the rest of his times with the family, you know what I'm saying? And they can't try him again, so huge victory for him and his family. Also, the bootlicks and mammies are running amok against him right now, and it's just gonna show you which people not to mess with, you know what I'm saying? Anybody that's talking trash, they can't be trusted, you know what I'm saying? Those are definitely the buffoons and the coons, you know what I'm saying? Like I was saying, he should have never even been placed in jail. It's just disgusting how racism and white supremacy is used, and like I said before, every facet of our lives, you know what I'm saying? And the Justice Department, of course, from the top down, they're always looking to run some black man's name through the mud, like they're doing with this. Well, I got another story out here in Arizona where I'm seeing that they're selling illegal fireworks, and I just put a question mark, like, illegal fireworks, like, what does that even mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I've been seeing a trend, because I think the brother Tariq was talking about this as well, where they were saying that they had some illegal fireworks, but they were like bombs. You know what I'm saying? And I seen that one of these fireworks places here in Glendale, it was, where they were selling all these illegal fireworks, and then the article saying also, and I'll post all the articles that I used for this video in the description box later on after it uploads. But they were saying that these fireworks had over had over 500 grams of explosive materials in each, and that seems like a pretty high amount of explosive material. You know what I'm saying? That sounds like some stuff that would cause some problems, you know what I'm saying? Arizona's been very dry this year. We did get a little bit of rain the last few days from the monsoon, because it is monsoon season right now, but not nearly enough to be happy and not practice, proper safety precautions and whatnot, because some of these fireworks shows could definitely cause some wildfires around here, like they have been. Like I swear, every day I look at my little citizen app and see all these brush fires all around. So I would not be shocked if I see some of those and more in the upcoming days. According to the Glendale Police Department, they don't even know how many people even purchased. So who knows? Could be hundreds that have these alleged illegal fireworks. And it's just proof, man. White supremacy has been taking a lot of L's. So they're definitely going to be trying to look for some get back during this weekend. You know what I'm saying? Most people are going to be having 3 and 4 day weekends. You know what I mean? So just be safe out there, family. You know what I'm saying? They've been taking mad L's lately. And you know how those types of people roll. I saw this article about the Air Force, where they're Nellis Air Force Base, which is in Las Vegas, and Davis-Monthan Air Force Base, which is where I was stationed here in Tucson. They're planning on transferring attack and rescue aircraft to Davis-Monthan. Nellis will send us A-10 Thunderbolt 2s, which are very good fighter planes, you know what I'm saying? Especially like close range type. And then the HH-60 Pave Hawk rescue helicopters. They'll also be coming over here to Tucson. Nellis will be getting some F-35As and F-22 Raptors. So those are 2 big boy fighter aircraft, you know what I'm saying? So definitely wanted to touch on that a little bit. Also, 42 A-10s have been approved congressionally to be retired, and 35 of those are from Davis-Monthan. And my short time in the reserves, I actually was like aircraft maintenance, working on some of these I-10 or A-10 parts, and some of these parts are so old that I don't even know how some of them planes are still going. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they were in battle, I don't know how well they would hold up. But they do plan on modernizing 218 of the 281 combat-capable A-10s with new wings, which would allow the aircraft to fly well into the 2030s. And that's according to the Air Force, you know what I'm saying? Like I just said, some of them parts, man, I just don't understand how they were still able to be used in combat. It was crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? How much they've had to reuse some of those parts and add to them, you know? So definitely good that they're starting to work on that, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure this will take quite a few years for them to be able to get all of them set up, but man, I thought that was crazy. Also, in other news, a crazed 25-year-old named Chandler Contadino leads a high-speed chase on 3 different freeways around 6:30 p.m. on Wednesday over in Phoenix. He was going in speeds of over 100 miles an hour, and he was going through I-10 West near 40th, I-17, and he was also on Loop 101. So he was just going all over the place, this dude. And when they finally catch his foolish ass, they start asking him questions, and he tells them that he was having a bad day because he ended up missing lunch, and he also had an issue with a camper that he bought earlier in the day. And I've been seeing a trend with this having a bad day thing and these people talking with the cops. I'm definitely convinced that that is code talk to these officers and law enforcement agencies when these people say that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey man, I'm a fellow suspected white supremacist like you know what I mean? I'm just having a bad day, you know? And right now, this guy, he was obviously not killed or anything, you know what I mean? Leading this deadly high-speed chase that could kill people, you know what I'm saying? His car is like a weapon at that time, at that point. They're chasing him like that, and he was booked into Maricopa County Jail and charged with criminal speeding, reckless driving, and fleeing from officers. And I don't know what types of sentences those particular offenses carry here in Arizona, but I'm sure it's going to be more of a slap on the wrist type deal for him, you know what I'm saying? Because, of course, he's in one of those protected classes here in Arizona, you know what I'm saying? And if that was a black person, that person would probably not be living anymore, you know what I'm saying? Because we know law enforcement all around America, but of course here in Arizona, they got a lot of race soldiers, you know what I'm saying? So they cut this dude some slack. Whereas if it was a black man, it definitely would not be the same outcome. So on to sports, man. The NBA, Phoenix Suns and CP3 reached the NBA final for the first time in his career. And he definitely silenced the critics this year, you know what I'm saying? I mean, last year what he did, I felt, was very special with that OKC team. As you can see, losing him alone makes them a lottery team. So I put mad respect on Chris Paul right now, you know what I'm saying? Quiets all the doubters with his first finals appearance. His last game was an epic 41-point performance where he ended up just absolutely destroying Paul George and the Clippers. The Suns will get much needed rest, and it's looking more and more like the Bucks, who are the better team. It looks like they'll be coming out victorious, but Atlanta's gonna fight, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna be at home in Game 6. I could definitely see that going 7 games. That'll allow the Suns to have a nice little amount of rest, you know what I mean? And they'll be able to go ahead and prepare for each team, you know? Also get Cam Johnson back, because there was a lot of guys that popped for me this year for the Suns. DeAndre Ayton was a beast this year. He's one of the biggest reasons why the Suns are in the finals, you know what I'm saying? The man is an absolute beast, and I knew he could be this. It just took him a little bit longer than I thought it would, you know what I'm saying? He's definitely one of the best bigs in the game already at a young age, you know what I'm saying? And he's showing improvement in these playoffs. Cam Johnson, everybody, when he was getting drafted, everybody was saying that he was just a catch and shoot guy, you know what I'm saying? And he's proved everybody wrong on that, you know what I'm saying? At a UNC, that's what they were saying. He can shoot it well, but he's putting the ball on the floor, you know what I'm saying? He's a solid facilitator, you know what I'm saying? He's a very good defender. Like, that's all they said he would be, is a 3-and-D guy. But he's much more than that, you know what I'm saying? His length, he's got very good athleticism. He's going to be a very good player for a while. The Suns just hit on a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? And James Jones, the GM, got to be commended, you know what I'm saying? Getting Monty Williams over there, getting CP over there, and his moves have paid off already, you know what I'm saying? It was a quick process, and they're already at the upper echelon, you know what I'm saying? They're going to be a problem for a while, you know what I'm saying? Devin Booker, beast mode this year, you know what I'm saying? Can't do nothing but respect what the Suns have put together this year, you know what I'm saying? Over in the East, the Bucks get a comfortable 123-112 win behind 33 points from Brook Lopez, including 12 in the first. So he was balling. You know what I'm saying? He understood that Game 5 was a must win. And, you know, the percentages of Game 5 winners usually means that that team is going to win the series, you know what I'm saying? Because they just pretty much took the momentum back. But you also got 26 from Middleton, 25 from Drew Holiday, and 22 from Bobby Portis, who's been a huge spark plug for these guys over this series, in place of the injured Giannis. And they just could not stop their starting five. You know what I mean? They were very big, very physical, you know what I'm saying? And you could just tell. The Hawks, they just missed Trae Young so much. His presence and his playmaking, like their ball movement, they had it. It's just, it didn't really lead to like much more than just passing around the perimeter, you know what I'm saying? They didn't have Young's dynamic playmaking ability to be able to sink that defense in, you know what I'm saying? And it hurt them. The Hawks went down by as many as 16 points after one, but they had a much better showing in the second quarter, and they were within 9 heading into the half. They had a 34-point quarter, and they definitely had a much better defensive effort. But in that third quarter, the Bucks push it back to 13. They're very balanced on offense and defense, allowing 22, and they scored 26. Lopez, Middleton, Holiday, they're all getting buckets. And then in that fourth quarter, the Bucks score 8 quick points in like about a minute and 40 seconds or so, to push that lead up to 18. And it was just kind of back and forth buckets for the rest of the time, but you could tell who was going to win this game, you know what I'm saying? The Bucks are the superior team. They got much more experience, you know what I'm saying? But I'm definitely not sleeping on the Hawks, you know what I'm saying? I think they can come back better. Losing Trae Young, your star player, that's tough to do, you know what I'm saying? It's tough to navigate through. They have a lot of talent on that team, but losing your man like that, who makes everything go, is just hard to overcome, you know what I'm saying? Even though the Bucks don't have Giannis right now, they got a lot of guys that can play very good team basketball, you know what I'm saying? Get that ball moving around, getting people in the spots that they'll flourish in, you know what I'm saying? And as you can see, the Bucks just had everything going, everything clicking all game, pretty much, on the offensive end. So they were tough to stop. Over to boxing, got a good fight tonight. Chris Colbert versus King Tug Nyambayar. Definitely, Chris Colbert is one of my favorite up-and-comers right now. Got to see his press conference. He's very confident. This is a very late replacement, which I'm happy with this, because he was about to fight Gamboa, coming down in weight, you know, and he's coming off 2 bad losses, you know what I'm saying? So I like this fight much better. King Tug hasn't lost since the Gary Russell fight, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely like to see how Chris Colbert matches up with Gary Russell Jr., you know what I'm saying? And this will be a good test to see, because that could be a potential fight that could happen, you know what I mean? And I don't know who I would pick on that one, because that's a huge, excellent fight. Both of these guys are super talented, you know what I mean? It would be a chess match in there. So, man, that would be definitely a top fight for me to see, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, I don't know. King King Tug is coming up in weight, and he's only had like maybe a week and a half notice, so I don't know what his conditioning is like, you know what I mean? So this could be quick, or it could be solid, because King Tug, even though he lost to Gary Russell, he does have some skills, so he definitely can't get slept on, you know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how that goes. For my Blazers, got a little bit of news. The Blazers announced that Michael Beasley will be trying to redeem his career after a bout with COVID, and he ends up signing with the Blazers Summer League squad. And I love this. Also, the article that I referenced is just another showing of this mainstream media having issues with black players that have done things in the past, but they just love to bring it back up to keep these guys mentally messed up, you know what I mean? Michael Beasley's always been an immensely talented player, you know what I'm saying? And if he can get back with the Blazers, it would show that the Blazers are an organization that likes to help people that are trying to get back, you know what I mean? Trying to provide a positive impact, you know what I'm saying? Like Carmelo, you know what I'm saying? I know there's a lot of Blazers fans that are upset that we got him. Like, that's such a bad thing, you know what I'm saying? And I've been noticing your white supremacist rhetoric when you guys are speaking in these chat forums. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be fans of the sport. You're literally digging into people's personal lives. You know what I'm saying? Not even understanding, just because you read something, like you were there, you know what I mean? Like, that shit upsets me that people do that, because I see it all the time. Like, you already have a formulated feeling about a person because of their skin color. That is racism. You white folks may not understand that, but that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem with you guys. You're doing that "I'm white and I say so" so much. Like, let this man come back. He could be a valuable piece to this Blazers team if we want to win a championship. Is that what we're worried about? Or are we worried about people's past like you guys are groupies? You know what I mean? Let that man be. Like I said, immensely talented. Love his game. He can be a piece if we don't get Melo to come back. I don't know, he might not. Michael Beasley could be a guy that can help. He's definitely a guy that can help the bench. We need scoring. Definitely. And he's not horrible on defense, but he's not great either. He could be serviceable if he's motivated. You know what I mean? So I have no issues with this move from the Blazers, man. It's like these Blazers fans act like they're fucking saints or something, man. And no one is. I'm not perfect either. I make mistakes. We're human. You know what I mean? And there's many of things that most of you folks don't go through. You know what I'm saying? That black people do, especially black men. You know what I'm saying? Making a lot of money. That's a lot of people that get jealous over just that. You know what I mean? So you guys need to check yourselves for real. Be some fans. Man. What matters is the team needs improvement. Is that not what needs to happen? You guys were talking about that all season, that they need help. This could be that guy for cheap with the salary cap. You know what I'm saying? The Blazers are very hard strapped. They mostly can only do 2 trades, possibly. I know if Norm Powell comes back, I hope he does, because he's a dynamic piece. You know what I mean? But we mostly can only move through trades or moves like this. And I think this is genius, because he is an NBA level player with experience, and that's what you need. I'm not saying that he has to play every game 25 minutes. There might be times where he doesn't play a lot of games. You know what I mean? But he's a piece. That's a matchup problem for another team. You know what I mean? So let's keep it at that, man. Man, just had to get on these Blazers fans, man, because it's very frustrating that you guys are worried about this type of stuff when there's so much more going on. Like, you guys have all this heat for foolishness. Just because you read an article and the way you interpret the article, because it's clearly biased and racist. So that in turn, if you follow those, makes you racist. Man, these people, man, it's crazy. But yeah, man, I think if he can make the team, he's a definite guy that can contribute, get you some rebounding, you know what I mean? Because he's not horrible at rebounding. He's good at pretty much boxing people out when he's on, you know what I mean? But definitely a solid piece, I think, if he does make the team. But I don't really have much else on it, man. This is your boy P Money. For all the supporters, I appreciate y'all. It doesn't go unnoticed. For all the haters, I appreciate you as well, because you make me do it more. And I'm off this.